Hello and welcome to another video. If you're new around here, my name is the Diamond Bullet and today is the test of this here Volvo. Now, before you ask me the name of it, I have no idea. So I'm going to cheat and find the name here. So my truck manager. Here's all the trucks, by the way, that I have. You can see that the Renault from the last video only had 520 horsepower, whereas this one has 750. This is by far my most powerful truck so far. It's the Volvo FH Globetrotter XL, and it's got the same livery as the I've already forgotten what it was. As the Renault, just different. This is a standard one, that was a customised one. I do like the way this looks. Obviously, as far as customisations go, I can have a light bar and the head, or the head frame, I think that is, for the actual lights. I've got the beacons and the actual lights. Unlike the Renault, I couldn't have both. On the inside, then I've gone for a different interior. So I've got obviously my chromed skull with the red and black, but I have found this raven skeleton thing, a couple cups, a book, a Goodyear bag. All that's the same as the Volvo. This is the Volvo, as the Renault, but this has the Raven. So as you can see, today we are taking loaders. Now the game wants me to take the simple route, the simpleton's route, but when I get here, this T-junction, I'm actually going to go left and go down this main road here. One, because it's quicker, and two, because it's funner than this journey. So once I get to there, that's where I'm turning left. So it says it's going to take me 10 hours 53 minutes to do it that way. So the way that I'm doing it is shorter. I've got 22 hours to do this. I've got plenty of time to get stuck in like traffic and stuff. But so far so good with this truck. Like, getting here has been less of a struggle than the Renault. Now, I am keeping my hazards on as a safety thing for this section. Did I leave my beacons on? Yes, good. As a safety thing for this section, like, being realistic, when a truck driver goes and picks up a load, they've got their hazards on, so I'm going to keep them on for realism. And so far this truck, well, I mean, without the numbers, this truck outperforms the Renault. I also think that this should actually do better up the main road than the Mercedes, that I haven't tested yet. That guy's on the wrong side of the road. So I haven't recorded the Mercedes, but I think this outperforms the Mercedes that I own, and as well as the Scania that I normally use. So, I mean, it's only got 20 more horsepower than the Scania that I use. Just for reference. I'm slowly losing speed up this section because of the entering the city. That's not to do with the conditions of the truck, that's because of the limitations on entering the city. So yeah, this doesn't seem to be struggling as much as the Renault was. if you looked down there, you can see that there's a Scania coming up by the looks of things. A basic blue Scania boy. I've got a feeling that guy's not going to be able to see very much of my truck because of DLCs. I am only doing 24 miles an hour in a 19. I know people will be saying that's speeding. Yeah, but it saves me doing cruise control. Yeah, that is a Scania. That's the Scania that I drive. Just not in that colour. So I've got a feeling that my truck just said buy DLC to unlock to see this. All these people taking this corner so slowly, when really you can actually do the normal speed, and that is another Scania there. There are some bits missing on that Scania because they've got DLC that I don't. That should be fixed soon. Hopefully. So as you can see, I'm just cruising here, and now I can go up a gear because the speed limit changes. And I just like how quiet this truck actually is. So I am going from the same place as the as I did with the Renault, but I'm going to a different location, so that's why it's taking me on a different route, and that's why I'm going to go up the centre, because I really want to test this out. I know the Scania can do this load, and I know the Mercedes can do this road. Can do this load, should I say, up that road. But does this Volvo outperform those trucks? This is more horsepower, but those trucks are more made for carrying heavy loads. So that's not horsepower, that's more just straight up strength. I am liking this truck so far though. If I crash and burn, I crash and burn. That's just how it's going to be. If I do get stuck in traffic, I am going to wait for the traffic, because I have learned that it's probably not the best idea to overtake people. Like, look at just mid-sentence. The Renault in this truck, that was so quiet. Like, the Renault was going. Not sure how good that came across on the audio when I was driving the Renault in the last video, but this one is way quieter. But when I go down a gear yet holding down the accelerator, that's called engine braking. Braking by going down the gears, because gears are limited to a certain number of miles an hour. But so far this truck is doing way better than the Renault. The only way I can tell if it's going to do better than the Scania that I use and the Mercedes that I use is by taking it up the main road. So I know that I'm comparing it to stuff I haven't recorded videos on. Well, I have. The Mercedes was the video, the truck that I used for the first video of the three. I think this is the third. I think it's here where I should be turning left. So I am going to turn left here. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Yeah, this looks about right. I am turning left here. So I don't see anyone coming, so I'm just gonna go out and turn left. The thing I noticed about this mod so far is that London has been updated. So London is actually London now, instead of just a side stop. I did check that out in this truck between stopping the recording of that truck and starting this one. Am I going the right way now? I don't remember this. Let Craig just check. No, Craig is not going the right way. Craig needs to make a U-turn. So Craig's gonna wait for this final truck. And Craig, well, I am going to attempt a U-turn. There we go. Nice. I handled that like a boss. Can't do that in Mascania. Like, I really didn't plan this journey. None of these videos are planned, by the way. I just go pick up a load and then I'm like, so I'll do it this way. From when I get the load and looking at the route. That's why in the last one with the Renault, I stuck to the basic route because I didn't know what that truck was capable of. But I know that this truck should be able to make this route no problem. Look, it's gaining speed going up this hill. The Renault would be at 8 miles an hour right now, and instead I'm at 47. So yeah, it's really something, this truck. It's weird for me to say I like the Volvo truck, but I do like this Volvo truck. I've tried to make this truck look as unique as possible with the gold and the push bar in the front. Because if this goes to plan, this is actually going to be the truck that I use for the ice road, the first season next year. If this all goes to plan. Just letting you guys on a bit of background information there. I'm just sending a message while driving. I would not recommend doing this in the game unless you know where you're going. That's why I shouldn't be doing this. Also remember to stay in your lane. Ooh, that's not the right lane. I do like the way this Iceland part looks though. You got the docks. There's sometimes low flying aircraft here. And this is where I'm turning left. So I'm actually going to be careful because people do come bolting up this road. Still no one, still no one. Still no one, all good. So no one can really say that I've just pulled out in front of them because I haven't just pulled out in front of them. So here we go then. This is just where it all starts. This is the part of the road that I like to find out what gears to use for acceleration and stuff like that. So up the hill I'm going to go 4, gear 4 if I stop. with the with V enabled, which diff lock. I keep forgetting what it's called, so I click it because I know I can't put it in because I'm not stopped. One of those. Ah, there's the fuel. Okay, so I should be good on fuel for the journey, unless there's a lot of traffic. But if there is, I'll just fill up after the road. Like, I know that my Scania can do this no problem because I use my Scania to do a double trailer load of this road, and I think I did do one heavy load on the way back. So I know my Scania can do this road, and the question is, can this here Volvo do this road? I'm not going to start by saying I have my doubts, because this clearly has more horsepower than the Scania. However, this isn't as made for the heavy load as the Scania. So if I fail, it's all on camera, so we good. If I fail on this road, I am 100% using a Scania next year for the ice road. But if I succeed, it's a choice between this, a Scania, and a Mercedes. I will obviously do a proper load video on this road of the Scania and the Mercedes, so you guys get to see, and I should do a poll on which truck you guys would prefer, the Volvo, the Scania, or the Mercedes. If you were doing a challenge over the winter, driving up and down this island, which truck is it you guys would go for? Because I think currently my Scania is my best truck, but I haven't yet driven this Volvo in this game at all, so it's all about the vehicles that I've driven versus the vehicles that I haven't. This is where I'm going to test my Gear 5 acceleration. So I'm going to come to a complete stop after this corner on purpose. So there we go. Gear 5 works okay, but I think 4 would be a better bet now. There is a bit of traffic coming up, which is going to be fun. I'm not sure if it's traffic or if it's people just stopped on the side of the road. But whatever it is, I am going towards it, so I do have to drive to the conditions, and I do see stopped trucks, and I see trucks that aren't going to move out of my way. So I'm going to go down a gear, go as far to my side of the road as I can. He's doing this in a Renault. And I'm just going to squeeze around these trucks. Now, I don't want to cause problems with someone else, but I think this guy's stuck in a ditch. Yeah, he's stuck. Hashtag got them Norwegian problems. And here's a logging truck. And so that guy said I could pass him. so I did. There's another stopped guy here now. I don't seem to be having a problem with hills and snow, which is good. What's up with this mouse? There we go. Just don't drive off the end while trying to sort my mouse out, how about that? I know I'm in the wrong gear for this part. I'm in gear 6, not sticks. But no one's behind me, so I'm in no rush. That was just me popping my jaw, just FYI. Just putting that out there. So I know I'm maxing out this truck right now in this gear, but I'm doing it so I don't have to stop around this corner. But as you can see, it goes on to snow pretty quickly here. So this part of the road is the part that I use to gather up my speed to go around this part of the road. So obviously the road quality changes up this road, and I'm not saying to do this as fast as I will be later on, like doing the non-snowy section. Wouldn't recommend that to a beginner either. So if you are a beginner, I wouldn't recommend this road for starters. So if you are a beginner, stay away from this road until you've got confident with the truck you're driving. I haven't driven this truck before until I was going to get this load, so I'm not sure what to expect. I'm not sure on dimensions for the part where it thinnens. There's a helicopter coming down the road. So I want to beat that helicopter to this corner. I don't think I have. Oh no, I have. Kind of has to force him to move. Great. I also wouldn't recommend bringing a train up this road. For this reason. All the traffic on this road is caused by a person with the train. With a vehicle that's not made for actually bringing these big fucking trains. Let's go see what truck he's in real quick. He's also in a Volvo. But clearly mine's way more upgraded than his, because I'm not having a problem with my heavy load. But then again, he's got a train, but I've got a wheel loader and a skid loader. Did he F7? Or did he just turn his engine off? This car's not going to even make it up this road right now. Okay, so there he goes. Here we go. I'm not going to pass him up this hill. Actually, that's how you get karma right there. Keep it going. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, my little truck. And this is why you don't overtake someone on this road. Come on. Oh, great. Have I got unstuck? Oh god, here comes another train. Come on! Come on! So I'm just trying to turn around. Okay, now I'm just full on stuck. So, thank you guys so much for coming out and joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!